Hey everybody, we are at Bull Run Regional Park in Virginia. So this is one of the campgrounds near Washington, D.C. For the most part, there's only like 2 or 3 campgrounds that I'm aware of on the Virginia side. Washington, D.C. is like basically between Maryland and Virginia, if you don't know that. So anyway, in the Virginia area, you have Lake Fairfax, which is pretty close to Washington, D.C., maybe half an hour. Then you have this place, which is Bull Run, which Bull Run is like, I think, a national park. But then the campground is what they call a regional park. I think it's ran by the counties, maybe. I'm not really 100% sure. But those are the 2 parks that you have for camping that are in the Virginia area. And then if you go up to Maryland, there's a bunch of campgrounds on the Maryland side if you want to camp in Maryland. So anyway, so this is the site that we're in right now. And basically you have this like long road, and there's all these like kind of super long like pull-throughs that are maybe like 80 feet long. You can kind of see there's a pull-through here, there's a pull-through there, there's a pull-through there, there's another one there. Humongous long road. This is our camper right here. Sorry for the quick turnaround. And you can see we have the truck. We could probably park another truck there. Humongous camper. And then we could probably fit 2 trucks back there. I mean, it's like 80 feet long, like awesome long. However, all these sites that are along this main road are water and electric only. They're not sewer ones. They do have full hookup sites, and I'll go run you over to one of those so you can check it out. We've been at this campground multiple times. I just, for whatever reason, never shot a video here the other times that we were here, and I just decided to just do a video this time while we're here, honestly. I'm gonna just turn around a little bit. There's another site right behind me. There's a bunch of them over here. These are 30 amp sites, and they have a 30 amp loop, and then they have a humongous 50 amp loop. The 30 amp sites are much smaller, like ridiculously smaller. This right here looks like it would be great for maybe a little van or something. I mean, like literally it looks like, yeah, I don't even know. Like it would have to be a van or a Class C or something like that, because the truck and even a little tiny trailer wouldn't fit here. They also have like a tent loop, basically like a whole loop that has tent pads and all that kind of stuff. So pretty big campground. Bull Run, if you don't know what that is, that's from the Constitutional Revolutionary Wars. There's one of the big battlegrounds, literally like right next to this place, a couple miles away. That's why it has its name of Bull Run. They also have a water park here. We have not gone to the water park, so I can't really tell you a lot about it. Maybe I can throw some pictures up. But they have a water park. This is a regional park. It's not like so much a commercial campground, so they don't have like the amenities that you kind of would expect from like a KOA or something like that. They don't have like horseshoes, or they do have a playground for kids, and they have some cabins, and that's about it. They don't have a pool or anything like that. Like I said, they have a humongous water park if you want to pay to go to the water park. But once again, this is a regional park. It's not so much a commercial campground, which is more like what we kind of prefer. The commercial campgrounds are the big pools and drinking alcohol. The other thing is, since this is county, I just said alcohol, they do not permit any alcohol due to Virginia state laws. Anywhere throughout all of Bull Run, like 0 alcohol, no tolerance. Not in your campsite. You're not supposed to be just no alcohol consumption, period, here. That's just their rule. I want to point that out in case you like drinking alcohol. Hey guys, so this is a different type of site. This is a full hookup site, and then this is a full hookup loop. And for the most part, people just parallel park their campers kind of in the same way. They're just not quite as long of sites. These sites are more like, the full hookup sites are more like 40-foot sites or 45-foot sites, where the water and electric ones are like the ridiculously like 80-foot sites. This one is kind of interesting. It's on the corner, and it has this loop, and we're actually checked into this site even though we're camping over there, which is a little confusing. So basically, last night the power started going out and flickering and stuff, and the power went out like 5 times, like in the matter of half an hour. And I did a little kind of investigation, and there was like low voltage, like 104 volts, which is like, it's supposed to be 120, low voltage on the second line. And the campground, was like kind of like 5:30 at night. Couldn't really do much, so they moved us to another site that had the correct voltage, and our ACs are working. It's like 100 degrees outside, so obviously that's a no-go. Trying to camp somewhere with no power. So anyway, so we moved. That's awesome. Not trying to say anything positive or negative, but that's why we're not in this site right now. We're in the other site. But yeah, this is what the other sites look like. The corner ones are these weird kind of like turns. The back of the camper was about here-ish, and then it went all the way past basically that tree. And you still have this like kind of big area here to park your truck on the corners. The corner's the same way, but you can see there's a Class A over here. If we kind of peep in on them, you can see that there's the same amount of room. And most of these sites are designed to be 40-foot sites. The other thing that they do is they provide little plots. When you look on Reserve America to reserve the sites here, you can actually open up a little plot of the actual site if you're really curious about the sizes of the sites. Now, I do want to point out something at this campground that you can be very, very highly aware of. Do you see this big gutter here? And they have one over there. They have them all over the campground. So that's good for like crowning the roads and keeping the water off the roads and getting it so the sites don't become marshlands. But there's something very, very bad about it also. So normally you would expect to kind of like drive down this road and then like, like pull into your site. Like, because you normally drive and then like pull through site. However, if you look really closely at the ground here, yeah, that's like a 2 or 3 foot drop off. Yeah, that's not cool. That means that basically you have to do like a 90-degree turn. Almost to get into the site, like a 90-degree turn and then another 90 to get in. So we backed into the site. So if you do come to this campground, before you make any sharp turns or before or whatever, and they have it like that even on some of these corners and stuff. Make sure you stay on the pavement when you're on the road. Do not go off the pavement without getting out of your truck and like looking to see if there's like a 2-foot drop off the side of the road. And the scary part is this turn here is on the passenger side. So from the driver's side, you can't even see that big hole. I didn't even see it. Kimberly was like, hey, stop, there's a big hole here. And I got out and I'm like, oh, crap, yeah. So anyway, be very, very careful in this campground, making turns off the pavement, and go and look. That's what I'm telling you, because you can tell a lot of people kind of high-centered their camper right there. But there's other places too. So just be safe, everybody. Another thing I want to point out to you guys, there is a shooting range here. So if you like shooting, like that's cool. If you like peace and quiet, like it's super, super quiet right now, you may not be super happy here, just so you're aware. The shooting range is actually right near the tent camping area, when you look on the map, which is kind of like an odd thing. So if you want to camp here, but you want to have like minimize like hearing the background shooting noise, you basically want to camp as close to the camp office as possible, because the camp office is on the opposite side of where the shooting range is when you look at the map, which also means that it is the water and electric sites only. You do not want a full hookup site, because the full hookup loop, which is like right here, is in close proximity, which is like right over there to the shooting range. So just keep that in mind. If you want full hookups, you're going to hear gunshots. If you do water and electric, there's a higher probability that the noise will be a little diminished. And they don't do shooting like all day, like all night, all that kind of things. You only hear it at certain times and certain days. I don't know the schedule. Probably you could look it up on their website. But you don't like hear it like at 2 o'clock in the morning or anything like that. And it's not like they're shooting it like next to your head. It's like, it's a ways away, but you can hear it. My dog is sensitive to like Grace. She's sensitive to like fireworks and gunshots and stuff like that. But she didn't get sensitive to these noises, so maybe it's not loud enough to disturb the dogs, or at least my dog, but just something to be like aware of. They do have these interesting trails, like this is the white trail here. These are like novice level hiking trails. They're pretty flat, and I don't think they have any kind of ridiculous obstacles or anything. They are all for the most part walking or equestrian. They have like some horse areas around here, not for bicycles, like no bicycles on these trails, but I just wanted to let you kind of get an idea. It's just your basic hiking trail, kind of narrow, and you can walk through the bushes down a trail. There's a little bit of gravel here. I don't think the whole thing is gravel. I think it's mostly just dirt and logs and stuff. A couple months ago when I was here, I walked a couple of these, but it's the middle of August. It's like 93 degrees outside, 90% humidity. Yeah, that's a no-go for me on that. That's a hide inside with air conditioner, or find a pool. type of weather. But they do have these if you want to see them.